Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I've got something for you that I don't have a lot. A natural look. It's natural. It's matte. It's a rare thing, I know, I'm shocked too, but I wanted to try out a palette that has all nude and matte shades, and I also just wanted to do something easy because I want to chat with you about movies and stuff. So I didn't want to do something that required a whole lot of explaining on my part, so here we are. This is what it turned into, so let's get started. Okay, today we're starting off a little bit differently because I already have eyebrows on, a little bit at least, and a BB cream and concealer and powder, and I was already wearing lipstick as well, but it faded off by now. I just ate and I also went to the cinema this morning and I'm too vain to go there without any makeup on apparently. Anyway, wanted to tell you I used the L'Oreal Nude Magique BB cream. I remember I had it ages ago. I mean, I've had this one for ages, that's kind of the point. I remember not liking it for some reason, but now I applied it again and it just looks airbrushed. And it didn't really get oily either this far after hours, so that's actually really good. So yeah, now I'm kind of wondering, like, did I just misjudge it back then, or did it only go good after stuffing it in a drawer for 5 years? I don't know, but I'm going to keep trying it out because I kind of like it, so there's that. Anyway, I'm just going to prime my eyelids now and then we can move on to eyeshadow. Now the first thing I'm doing is just applying a transition shade. This is kind of a warm shade and I'm just using my big fluffy blender for that. I really feel like I should really quickly set the the primer in place because it went a little bit weird over concealer and powder. Like it separated a little bit, not a lot, but I don't know, like it seems like in the past 20 seconds it actually settled back into place. I feel like a mad scientist sometimes when I combine different types of makeup. But anyway, I'm going for a matte nude look. Because I wanted to challenge myself, but also because I wanted to try out the Jeffree Orgy palette. I know there's been controversy with Jeffree, that's kind of his thing, but I wanted it because it's useful for my makeup kit and I also wanted to try it on myself, obviously. And I thought it'd be a fun challenge to do a neutral matte look on myself, because that's literally something I never ever do. I'm just not a neutral matte person. I'm into shimmers usually, so I thought it'd be a fun challenge. But yeah, anyway, any look usually begins with a transition. I'm also putting this a little bit below my eyes, not into my eyes like I'm now doing, because I've already done my concealer anyway, so might as well just do the complete thing immediately. Next up, we're going to darken things up a little bit. I'm going to go into the shade Craving Chocolate, because I'm a simple woman. I saw the word chocolate and I was interested. I'm pretty sure, considering all the names in the palette, it's some kind of like innuendo for something dirty, but anyway, I'm completely bleu and innocent as far as that's concerned. I just saw the word chocolate. Point being, it's a sort of warm-ish shade that's a little bit darker than the other shade, so I'm using it on a smaller brush. And I'm just darkening up the outer corner and the crease with this. Not going over the transition shade completely, but just enough to like make it a little bit darker. Anyway, what I also wanted to tell you about, I told you already I went to the cinema this morning. I saw TENET and it's so cool. Like seriously, I think I'm actually going to put this video up earlier than the vlog, but I'm going to talk more about it in the next vlog that will be up. But anyway, it's a really, really cool movie. Like, it's how to explain things without spoiling the entire thing. It's very, there's a lot of action, it's very surprising, it has some plot twists. And one thing that's said in the beginning of the movie is, don't try to understand it. Something along those lines. And, I mean, that is good advice if you're watching the movie, really. Like, you shouldn't try to completely understand all the mechanics of everything that's going on. You should just let the movie tell the story and, you know, just listen, just watch, just enjoy it, and just let the movie take you along for the ride. And then it's a really, really entertaining movie. Yeah, back in who is using power tools in the backyard while I'm filming? So rude. Anyway, back in high school we had this, like, class of, like, I don't know if it even exists in other countries, but it was, like, about, you know, movies and stuff, like culture and like, you know, art, and like we had to learn basic things about it. Not like drawing, but more like opinions. Basically, we were taught to have an opinion. But we had a rule there that the teacher made, that we weren't allowed to say something was just fun. We weren't allowed to say that we just liked something. We had to say why we liked it. So we couldn't just say, for example, that movie is cool. We had to state why it was cool. So really going by that route, I could say that I'm moving on to a darker shade and a smaller brush now. Going for the shade Invitation Only because it's a really warm dark shade and it intrigues me. But anyway, about the movie, it is entertaining and like, well, from the start it's interesting. Like, it immediately grabs your attention. There's a lot of action, but it doesn't gloss over stuff. It immediately shows you the face of the main character and, you know, you're immediately in the movie. Like, you don't get bored with, like, introductions first. But it also isn't rushed, you know, you don't get rushed into it, so you do still sort of get who you're supposed to be looking at. And it just very quickly basically tells the beginning story of the main character, really how he got into the situation. So it's entertaining and it's interesting from the start. It doesn't get boring, it doesn't spend too much time explaining things that don't really need explaining. Like, it just lets you figure it out yourself without being too vague. But also without being too primary school about it, you know, like, it counts on the audience using their own brain, basically. But also it's, yeah, like, it's a surprising movie. It's really well filmed too. It's an IMAX, so it's like 3D, but without the weird glasses. Why did the sun disappear behind the cloud? The world is against me. Anyway, it was really, really, really awesome and entertaining, and it didn't bore me for 1 second. It was just overall a nice experience to watch it. So I recommend it, basically. Also pulling this color a little bit below my eye. That cloud has left. That cloud has left. Well, anyway, you get what I mean. But yeah. So yeah, long story short, I really, really enjoyed it. The movie, I mean, not that cloud in front of the sun. Then the brow bone highlights, it just really does make a difference. Already did it on this eye. I'm going to use the shade Vanilla Latex, which is a sort of off-white yellowish. I'm applying it quite thickly below my brow bone, so I can use it to blend, for which I'm just going to use my big fluffy blender without any extra product. Oh, and also, if you enjoy movies extra much, if there's attractive men in it, that was like the most horrific grammar ever. If you enjoy a movie even more, if it has attractive men in it, both the lead character and the second lead character, the male lead, there's also a woman in it, but like basically there's two guys who do like stuff to like save the world and all. Point being, they're both hot. Like, the main character guy is also like, he's really muscular. He has muscles, like he looks strong. He's really hot, although he does have a beard, and I'm personally not really into beards. I like seeing people's faces more, and it's a bit of a thick beard. Nevertheless, he is hot, and the other guy is also hot and blonde, and I have a thing for blondes, and yeah. So, basically, two hot guys, also always a plus, and there's another cloud in front of the sun. Why? Then, for the eyelids, I'm going to go over the shade Blown Out, which is sort of a peachy shade. I gotta admit, everything in me screams to use shimmer. Because I love shimmer and I'm so used to it. Also, by the way, the reason I don't want to close the curtains... Excuse me, my mom just texted me. I'll reply to her in a moment. But anyway, the reason I don't want to close the curtains is because I like to have some natural lighting in there as well. I just feel it shows the colors of the eyeshadows better. But anyway, I'm just blending this together with the outside parts and then doing my inner corner a highlight in pure white. It's called I'm Shy. I just decided I wanted this part a little bit darker, so I'm using my transition shade from all the way back at the beginning with the tiny brush. And just really, really placing it between those two shades at the outer corner. I don't want to spread this too far. I just want the outer corner to be a little bit less bright on the lid, I guess. Like so. Next up, I want to make things a little bit more intense, so I'm going to use the shade Orgy, which is... of the three dark shades in the palette, it's basically the most warm one. So yeah, I'm just gonna use it with an angled brush and use it as an eyeliner basically. I thought about using an eyeliner first. But then I decided, no, I just want to see if I can do a full look with just this palette. So we're skipping the eyeliner and we're just only using this as eyeliner. No, lamp, I didn't want your opinion. It just blinked at me. Anyway, also because I didn't want to use the darkest shade, because I didn't want to pronounce the name of it on camera. Anyway. By the way I use palettes like this as a makeup artist. If the model is underage, I make sure that I keep the palette upside down from her point of view, so she can't read the names. So I don't have to explain anything. I don't know, like on one hand the quality is good enough, like really good, and like the pens are large, so it's great for a makeup artist. On the other hand, you don't necessarily want your clients to be reading the eyeshadow names if they're this graphic, basically, because it's not very professional then, in my opinion. So yeah, that's a bit of a thing. Anyway, I'm also pulling the outer corner in a little bit of a wing. Pulling it inwards, making sure it's blended and not too eyeliner-esque. And then I'm grabbing a little bit more and putting it below my lower lashes. Just to deepen that up too a little bit. I cannot talk sometimes. And of course make sure that the other side is equally dark. Symmetry is forever my greatest enemy. And I think we're done thus far with the eyes at least. I still want to do mascara. I'm just combing through my eyebrows to get them back in shape. I still want to do mascara and falsies, but I am going to do my, well, I'm going to repowder my face first, basically, because I don't want my powder to get onto my eyelashes and make them paler. Just applying a nude pencil as well, now that my face is matte again. And then for lashes, I'm going for a very natural pair, so I'm just going to quickly stick those on. This is before, and here is after. And as you can tell, it's a bit like lash extensions, like it's not, you know, like they don't have a dark lash band, so you don't need to put a black liner beneath it to hide said lash band. So in that sense they're natural, but they are quite there. But yeah, I'm just going to put mascara on my bottom lashes now and then move on to lips. You know what, I just decided because the eye look is of course quite natural. I'm just going to go for glam on the lips with bright red. And that leaves us with the final results. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please click the like button. It would really help me out. And if you want to chat about movies, you can always do so in the comment section below. I'd love to chat about movies. I love movies. Let me know if you've already seen Tenet. What do you think about it? Do you understand everything that happens? Yeah, anyway, about the makeup, yeah, I hope you like it. If you want to see more of my makeup tutorials, you can always subscribe to my channel. I actually do 2 makeup tutorials per week, and then 1 video that can be anything, but it's oftentimes a vlog, a hair tutorial, something to do with clothes, or whatever else I can think of. Yep. For now at any rate, thank you very much for watching this particular video. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!